Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, that's the FCCPC, has clarified that it does not intend to regulate prices in the Nigerian market. Instead, the Commission's recent directives are focused on preventing exploitative practices and ensuring a fair competitive environment. This statement, issued by Ondaje Ijagu, the FCCPC's Director of Special Duties and Strategic Communication, was in response to concerns from the organized private sector and other stakeholders. The FCCPC emphasized that prices should be determined by supply and demand, and that its role is to protect consumers from unfair practices, not to control prices. The Commission cited the cement industry as an example where, despite efforts to maintain fair pricing, dealers significantly inflated prices. To give businesses time to adjust, the FCCPC has provided a 1-month moratorium before enforcement begins, and the Commission remains committed to enforcing the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act to maintain fair competition and protect consumers. They have told us that this is not really their duty to check prices or to actually fix prices for different commodities. But let's get your thoughts on the actions or the activities of the FCCPC so far. We have had inflation of prices in various sectors. In fact, almost every sector now has been affected in one way or the other. People always channel it back to the increase in price of petrol. And then people have been asking questions like, who are the agencies in charge of this, and why does it look like not so much is being done?
The truth is that something that beats my imagination is, why should government and its policy makers always lie to the people? It's so provoking.
What are you referring to now?
Now, yes. First and foremost, they urged all traders to bring down the price of goods and commodities. And now they are saying something on the contrary. Now with this, there's always a surge in the price of goods and services once they make such pronouncement. And to this effect, if you go to the market, within an hour sphere, you will see that this same commodity that you bought for this amount has changed overnight. Now, if they don't bring the price of fuel down, do you think food prices will come down? No, it will never come down. Now, to this effect, the Dangote refinery has been rolled out already, and every Nigerian was expecting that maybe fuel will be at 50, 100, minimally 150 naira per liter. So because it's like oil is the hallmark of Nigeria sustainability. So if the oil prices does not come down, sorry, no other aspect of this Nigeria will be fixed, because this is what every Nigerian is looking out to affect or effect changes genocidally until it gets to the roots and crannies. But to this effect, people should make sure we do the needful without erring. If you go to the market today, the average Nigerian is living on chaff. You can't get the real value for your money anymore. For you to have the real value, it means you are going to spend more. Nigeria as economy has been dollarized. If you go shopping, they will tell you dollar has done what? Increase. And now Dangote has rolled out his fuel. Dangote is a one man. Dangote is not a nation. Dangote used to be the richest man in Africa before, right? But someone has outturned him. Why? Because of our cynical policy making in Nigeria. The moment you thrive in any sphere that has to do with money, as you go political, you must go there. And that is what is happening to Dangote today. And to this effect, I'm not going to speak or dwell too much in this area. I believe in due time, we are going to know the reasons for which all of this has happened.
All right, let's look at how much is being done by these agencies that are involved in price regulations in Nigeria.
So what are they regulating price? How do you regulate price? You want to regulate it from the producers, or you want to regulate it from the wholesaler, or you want to regulate it through the consumers, or even the retailer? So where do you want to begin? In a good economy, an economy like Nigeria, where we talk about the capitalist system of governance. Nigeria is practicing a mixed economy. And then in this mixed economy, in a laissez-faire system of markets, in a laissez-faire market system where everybody is allowed to determine price, and then the forces of demand and supply determine price. I was in your radio station on Monday, and they came up with this, and they, sorry, that was actually with Ify, and he said, they were accusing the middlemen of hike in price. And I said, it's a wrong thing to do. If it's even a wrong, I think what they've done, what the agency have done, is what that commission have done is just a freedom of speech. So they've uttered their speech, and I like it that today, that was on Wednesday, they are coming back to say we did not say. So I accept that they're also listening. I said it was a wrong thing to say that the middleman, you must bring down your price. But
they didn't change the fact that you're still giving them 1 month ultimatum.
You don't give.
That was not correct.
How will you give them 1 month ultimatum? There are other price systems. When you want to give me for instance, you're citing cement, and then you said the producer is bringing cement for 3,500, for instance. And then I am selling at 6,000. And you want me because I bought 3,500 from the direct producer. Did you consider the services? Did you consider other things? Expenses. Like, for instance, expenses. Did you consider my transportation? Did you even consider that while I was going on the road I ate? Did you consider the insecurity? Did you even consider the corruption that is on the road? Did you consider my shop renters? And the motive of every business person is to make profit. So why are you one-sided? They are just talking. Let it be as if they are doing something. They also know that the only thing that can reduce inflation here is the forces of demand and supply until we get to equilibrium. And how are you going to do that? Why are you coming up with this? When you remove fuel subsidy and you said the target was to allow the forces of demand and supply strive, so why are you not doing this?
So you don't think there are people who are intentionally overinflating the prices? That
could be. They are taking advantage of the market system. And that's why they are in business. If you don't want anybody to take advantage of the market system, go and settle the market system. Go and control the market system. How do you do that? Go back to the roots. Go back to the foundation. Like he pointed out, why do you allow PMS to go higher? And it has almost become the determinant factor to energy generation in Nigeria. And you allow that to be so high. So what do you think?
But do you think that they can actually control the price of fuel? Who can they actually control at the end of the day? Who are they supposed to, be in communication with and, check their prices and all of that?
First, first we go to OPEC regulation. OPEC has this fixed price on where you sell the barrel and all that. And you now come back to Nigeria. What are you producing? Do you refine? So what's dealing with Nigeria now is the cost of production.
So what I'm asking is, do we expect them to just fold their hands because petrol is expensive and that's probably what's affecting every other thing? They should not take any steps.
Are they not folding their hands? We don't even expect them to fold. They have folded their hands. Why are you not going to the root? You want to bring down a tree and you're going to the fruits.
What are they supposed to do? When you talk about going to the root, what are you referring to?
Going to the root is first start with PMS. Go back to electricity.
They should regulate the price of PMS.
Yeah, you have to. If you think you want to regulate price, it was being regulated not until the removal of fuel subsidy.
But that's on the NNPCL. They get to decide the price of petrol because they are the sole.
You get to decide the price. This is a commission. You want to curb inflation, and you want to go back to the products. You want to go back to the output? How do you achieve it? I'm giving an instance. You want to cut down a tree and you're going to pluck the fruit. How do you kill the tree? So why not go to the root? Are you scared of going to the... Why is it that whenever we talk of oil sector, all the government agencies are shivering?
Really? You feel that? You think
it's almost looking like, why not you go back to that? And listen, if PMS should come down, do you know the transport fare will come down? So which means it's easier to transport goods and commodities. And once that is at lower price, the producer now have the commodity available. The cost of production will reduce. Just because the cost of production have reduced, cost of transportation system have reduced, You look at other factors that are leading to high cost of production. And if that is tackled, the price automatically goes down. And when the price does not go down, because we are in a competitive market system, it means that consumers will move from the person whose price is higher to the person whose price is lower. But if you think you just come and be making announcements, you think market forces is just by announcement? Does stomach know what you're talking about?
All right, with the situation that we are in Nigeria, before we get to Dangote reading out fuel and all of that, let's look at the situation that Nigeria actually is in. A situation where we are importing this product, and because of the amounts that we are importing, in fact, independent marketers actually stopped that because, according to them, it was quite expensive. Because of the amounts they have, the NNPC importing this product, they are even subsidizing it. According to them, they are even subsidizing the price for Nigerians. But then at the end of the day, the price that we get to receive this product is still expensive. So this will definitely affect other sectors and the prices of goods and services. Do we now expect that nothing should be done about those people who, like Dandy has said, are taking advantage of the market system and overinflating this price? Does it mean that nothing should be done concerning that act?
First and foremost, it is very, very barbaric that we are in Nigeria, we have our oil in Nigeria, and you'll be shipping it outside the country to be produced or mass produced for a certain amount, and they sell it 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 times back to you, and you buy without receding. And now, to this effect, it is going to have an overall hawk on the economy. Why? Because one, as I said earlier, Nigeria has been dollarized. So because of this now, the price of PMS has no regulatory anymore. What are we asking for here? Oil should be the oil should be refined here in Nigeria. We have Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna refinery.
We'll go to all of those refinery talks. Now we're talking at the people overinflating the price, taking advantage of what's going on.
I just affirmation this because if the oil was produced here in Nigeria, the price will be regulated in Naira in Nigeria, and it will get to the least man. So to all of this, the government, I believe, knows what they are doing. There are cabals involved in this oil sector. Or if not, we will not be where we are today. What are these factors that make every other economy thrive? Go to Namibia here. Go to Ghana. These are oil-producing countries. Why are they not experiencing this shortfall that we are experiencing here in Nigeria? It's not supposed to be. To me, I believe all legislators, anybody that holds sway in Nigerian government, should go for an exercise outside of Nigeria to actually know how their economy thrives.
Is it out of place for them to give these marketers a 1 month ultimatum to check their prices?
At all. In retrospect, it shouldn't be, because even in an economy where things work, they don't have a time frame to deliver on this dividend. It's not supposed to be.
The issue you have with it, is it the 1 month ultimatum that was given, or the statement in general by the FCCPC? No,
my statement, the issue I have here is that it's good they are in their commission. They have to do their work also. But my challenge here is you should allow the market forces to decide this in an advanced country. You don't come up to tell people what to say. The market forces will decide. So coming back to be saying, it shows you how worse the economy have gone. You now want to tell me what to sell? Were you aware of what I bought? That's the challenge. What's the price of the raw material at the local communities? What about the natural resources? How much more is the government participation recognized in it? Are they even doing anything? Which of the commodities have been subsidized by the government to now warrant you trying to control the price? How do you control price? Make the market competitive. You don't come and control, come, this microphone, reduce it. This one, reduce it. They know they are not doing the right thing. You're giving ultimatum. What's in place for you to give the ultimatum? What's in place for you to be sure that it will work? The point here is that it go beyond giving ultimatum. Go back to the market. Try to make it competitive. Make the other sectors work. You will see the price crash immediately. This one will not.
Try to make the petroleum market competitive.
Not only the
which of the markets?
All the sectors. I'm talking about sectors.
You think we don't have competition in other sectors?
Like where? If we talk about the petroleum sector, it's becoming monopolistic.
No, not about the petroleum
sector.
Yeah,
because I mentioned that because you said that. The agricultural sector, where is it working? How effective is it? What's government encouragement? What do we have storage facilities to even say, okay, the price is high at this moment, I'm not going to sell now. When the price comes down, of course the supplier will want to take advantage of higher price. Do we have such commodities that are such storage facilities? Do we also have that transportation system where you curb the high cost of transportation of goods and commodity? What? The people are left to decide. And if you've left it like that, make it competitive. And because it's competitive, price will crash because every supplier wants to sell. So if you don't make it competitive, you just come up on air. You think you come on air. Even the air they came up, they paid. They paid. You just come on air, I'm giving you 1 month. Giving who 1 month? The person you know how he started his business. The electricity tariff, how much is it? It's high. So what's the cost of production? You don't even know. Everything is so, in fact, the way are they even getting it? What's the source of raw materials? Some of them are being gotten from abroad. And then you're not tackling this thing. That's why I said, go back to the roots. Leave the fruits. You just want to plug the, go back. If you want to destroy a tree, go back to the roots. Destroy the roots. Allow the tree down. It will dry off. They know. If they don't know, they should come and listen. They will understand.
All right, let's look at the petroleum sector now. We have mentioned that over and over again. It almost feels like there's no story we're discussing from any sector in Nigeria where you will not, in one way or the other, channel it down to the petroleum sector because of the price of fuel currently.